Okay, I wanted to do a short tutorial on MetaHuman hair either popping or completely disappearing. Now, you might have made the custom hair yourself, but it still could be having this same issue. So you could force your LODs in your scene with the console command down here. I prefer not to do that because it bogs everything down if you have a really heavy scene. But you can also force your LODs to 0 is what you want to force them to. You can force them in your movie render queue with the console variable as well. Um, and that's, I think, a better option, but this option will allow you to just edit your MetaHuman hair without having to worry about any other LODs. So I'm going to go into my hair right here. I'm already in my MetaHuman blueprint. And then I'm going to go to my groom asset. I'll just double click it to open it up. And I'm going to have my LOD. This is going to be the furthest to the left tab up here. I've got my physics tab too. So if you want to play around with your physics, this is where you would set it. Like maybe your character's moving through a car and the air drag is too much and you want the winds to be a little less intense. That would be right here in your physics. Um, but I'm going to go to my LOD and I am going to set. So right now, if your character, if you made custom MetaHuman hair or you got a MetaHuman that it'll have a little warning on it. It's got like a triangle warning that says, this this character doesn't have like the LODs, or pretty sure that's what it says on the MetaHuman creator. Basically, though, there's some hairdos that don't have cards for the lower LODs, and you can see it switching to cards right there. So that's strands to cards. All right. Well, you can also just set it right here to strands. Okay. So that was just LOD2, and I can set LOD3 to strands and LOD4. All right. Now each set of these strands, they're actually smaller and smaller. You can see, look, this LOD3 says there's 3,275 curves, and our LOD0 is 26,000. So there will be a pop from LOD1 to 2, which should be right about there. So you can see the pop. So that's not the hair cards. That's actually, there's fewer curves, so it has a lower amount of detail. So if you want that pop to not exist at all, you can also just delete these LODs. So you can switch everything to strands, and it'll still be visible, especially on your metahumans that don't have cards. Um, so if however, um, you want it to not pop at all and just be stuck at one, you can also just delete these. So you can just hit the trash can on each of these LODs. It'll process it and take it a little bit. You can delete all the way up to LOD 0. Now, importing your own custom MetaHuman hair, you probably will only have LOD 0. So just go into your into this groom asset and make sure that if any other LODs are on, they're just set to strands, and that should stop everything from disappearing. All right, good luck.